1, 2, 3, testing, Apollo's the best. Just kidding. So we're going to start this one with a DL. We're going to take it all the way from 20% to 180. Now, this is done a little bit with the sponsor. As you can see, they got some values of Bravery, some of those fitness from the new one we got this season, and we're going to get the special ability interception. We begin always in auctions, right? And when you buy a normal player, you buy at 18 years old because you want the youngest, and you try to make it so it is a fast trainer, and you try to make it at 40%. Now you let the player promote in league so it can lose that 20%. And the next season, once it is found something like this at 19 with 22, and you can see those grays, some of them are negative, then you begin training, because then you can get the most optimal result. So we begin always with Carioca with ladders. This is for left defenders. Why? Because I want aggression. This is the principle behind the math. The reason why I'm using this drill is because I want aggression. And you take this drill with the 180 rule. So there's the principle, right? The principle is I want aggression, and the math is until both attributes add up to 360. And you can see that happens over there. That's the 180 rule. That's the average. Next drill, press the play. Again, it has aggression, as you can see, but then it has other attributes from a defender. So this is very helpful because it's not working on any gray attribute. Get it? Now we have 5 attributes here. That means that the 180 rule is going to be 900. The limit is going to be 900. When among the 5 that are involved in that drill add up to 900, is when this drill is not going to be able to be used anymore. You can see there, you can add that up all together, 900. It's like, again, we're working on aggression. Next drill, big in the middle. What do we find? Aggression, more aggression. So fitness, aggression, passing is a gray attribute, so you have to use it because it's the only one that has aggression. Once you max that at 340%, then you stop. Now, at this point, you have some key elements here, and you're going to start noticing positioning. Positioning is another attribute of a defender that you really have to work on early. Again, video analysis. So the drill that I'm using now is going to be using the 180 rule. So when I'm on the 3 attributes, the attributes add up to 540, you stop using it. But the principle is that I want positioning, just as I wanted aggression. Get it? So once you're done with video analysis, you're gonna go with the next drill. This is use your head. Again, you're not supposed to use the math. You're supposed to understand training and understand the principle that you only want positioning. If you do, you're gonna realize that you have 3 gray attributes. So you're not gonna take this drill to the limit. You're only going to use it until you get what you want, which is positioning to 340%. And once you do, you continue with the next attribute in line, which is the third after aggression and positioning is bravery. Stop the attacker is going to be working on that. Stop the attacker is also going to be working on many other defensive stats, so it's very useful. As you can see, we're now seeing very good white stats in the defensive ones. And again, you use these kind of drills because you want to get to one attribute to the max. Now, shuttle runs is a very key one. There's another one, defensive crosses. Now, this is my theory, and you can take it or leave it, but I think a defender who has crossing is supposed to also have passing and creativity if you want good crosses, if you want a cross that is consistently in many matches, where the defender is going to get the ball to the striker, right? It's all or nothing for me. So in the way I see it, either I'm going to overinvest in crossing and also use passing and creativity, or none at all. This is the reason why I'm going to be using shuttle runs instead of defending crosses now, because I want to increase bravery without touching crossing, because I know that if I'm going to go with crossing, I cannot just raise that attribute just a little bit. I have to go close to perfect. So after that, I go with defending crosses, but only because I gain a 2% after doing previously shuttle runs, and I just want bravery out of it. So when you're training a player, you need to understand the principle, not just the math. So the principle said work on aggression first and positioning second, bravery third, and marking. So now we're gonna be working on marking, and we're gonna do that with set piece delivery. Set piece delivery also has crossing. Now, crossing, as we said, we don't want that to be high. We want that to be either perfect or something kind of decent. That's why we're not going to be using this drill until it's mathematically, getting to the 180 rule, which is going to stop when it's marking at 340, and then we're going to continue with tackling. Tackling to 300%, only in this case, I would do it to 340%, but as you see, we are at 165 in quality. We only have 15% to go, and we do need that fitness. So we get that fitness, and then we worry about speed. Speed is very important because this is going to be marking an AMR. An AMR is one of those players, along with the AML and AMC, that score tons of goals. So you need something fast, something good, because those players are going to score a lot. And in this case, you need something that's able to stop. And many of the mutants that you're going to find, many of the good players are going to be AMRs, AMLs. So this is definitely going to be something that is going to be very useful. That's going to save you a lot of games, and it's going to give you a lot of titles. So have fun, good luck, let me know how it goes.